This week, Johnson City holding a major celebration in the West Walnut Street area after 2 years. The project turned into 4.
It did. The West Walnut Corridor project is finished. Many businesses will be hosting events and specials Friday to commemorate the work and the renovation in the surrounding area.
News Channel 11's Jeff Keeling continues our series on the project and reveals how the work put into it did not go unnoticed over the years.
Out of sight was definitely not out of mind for the people charged with engineering West Walnut Street's overhaul, even if the results may seem all about the visuals.
So we replaced all the water and sewer, all the storm drains. We moved the electric underground. So all that becomes a spaghetti of crossings and trying to make those things work.
City engineer Wallace McCulloch said tackling the many issues of a complex project with century-old existing infrastructure tested both his team and general contractor Summers Taylor.
There's a lot of stuff underground that nobody knew was there. My guys would be laying a water line and you come to something, you got to stop. There's a few days of, hey, how do we design, how do we get around that? And it was just a lot of stop and go.
Stuff like that will add time to a project. You have to figure out the solution.
2 existing large water lines that crossed under Cherokee Street, running a huge pipe under State of Franklin and the railroad into Founders Park, creating a conflict box where a storm drain and utility wires intersected, all in a corridor filled with active businesses.
Trying to keep them going and at the same time make the project work. And so we did delay things sometimes just to kind of make the overall thing work.
Summers Taylor President Grant Summers says upgrading century-old water lines and other infrastructure was the bulk of the work and cost for a project he'll never forget.
Now, we've done plenty of projects like this, and you know, this was very interesting. It was very challenging. It's just the amount of underground in a tight space and the lack of knowledge of what was there just because of its age certainly put it in the top 10, let's just say.
But now everyone gets to enjoy the icing on the cake, including McCulloch and Summers.
In the landscaping, you have to admit, really makes this thing stand out. It gives you a sense of just somewhere you'd like to be to take a walk.
This is something that the product needed to be very high quality. I think it's going to be great. I think you're going to see people clean up buildings and then businesses that want to locate here, and you know, hopefully that kind of the demand matches up.
A ribbon cutting to celebrate the project's completion is scheduled for tomorrow. In Johnson City, Jeff Keeling, News Channel 11.